What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is gonna be your Friday night. Your weekend roundup. You getting it on Friday night this time, but this is the weekend roundup. Now I'm gonna do something a little bit different. The weekend roundup is usually a lot of pop culture, a lot of what's in the news type situation. But this is gonna be the special YouTube edition, YouTube Streets edition, because there's a whole lot of shit going on in these YouTube streets. Okay, now I'm new to YouTube. Y'all know that. Those who've been rocking with me, thank you. New subscribers, I welcome you. But I'm new to YouTube. I've been on the sidelines for a long time now. I've been watching YouTube videos for a while. But me actually doing my own videos, I've been on the sidelines. I've seen a lot of this stuff go down, and I don't choose to speak on a lot of it because for various reasons. For various reasons. But I have a few things I do want to speak on because it's been so much shit. Saturday morning, my YouTube feed blew up with Tasha K, Tasha K, Tasha K, Tasha K, Tasha K, Tasha K. Everybody had a rebuttal. Everybody had an opinion. Everybody had something to say. So part of the reason why I didn't really do the whole Tasha K piece is because I felt like everything I wanted to say was said one way or another. But let me say this, and the reason why I'm going to speak on it now is because it's still going on, and there's some layers to it that I want to kind of address. First of all, let me say this about Tasha K. I used to actually be a subscriber to Tasha K. I unsubscribed to her, and I'm going to tell you when I unsubscribed and why. I unsubscribed to Tasha K when she did the video about suicide, and she made some comments about mental illness and suicide that I thought were very reckless. I thought that, I'm sorry, I'm writing something down because I don't want to forget to say it. That I thought was very reckless. And so as a result, I said, you know what? And that doesn't mean that I won't look at some of her videos from time to time. But as far as me just being a subscriber, it just, at that moment, I was like, I just can't do it anymore. The thing about Tasha K is this, though. Tasha K is a shock jock. Think of Tasha K as a Stern, what's his name? A Howard Stern of YouTube, right? She says the things to get the attention. She has the, you see the headlines on her videos are to get people to read, to look at them. That's what people are here for. That's what I'm here for. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy doing the videos, but I want people to look at them. So of course I want people to watch my videos and comment and see what people think, and even the good, bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? The negative comments. I mean, maybe it's something I need to do differently or change up. And you never know what's going to hit somebody at what time, right? And so she's a shock jock. So when she does these videos on R. Kelly's lover, child slave, and Usher's STD situation, and like she gets these, and of course she looks to do these interviews, which is the reason why she has become so popular so fast. I mean, her numbers, oh Lord, I was like, what, that my purse just fell. Whew. But her numbers have just exploded, right? I'm not mad about that. My problem with Tasha K, though, is that she seems to put down other people who have not reached her status. But that ain't my business, because, a hit dog gonna howl. I don't have as many. I mean, hell, I ain't even got 1,000 subscribers yet. So she got over 200,000. So, you know what? If she want to talk about I'm a lesser YouTuber, I am a lesser YouTuber. I'm cool with it, though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I'm not hating on it, but I just don't feel like you have to put other people down and elevate yourself. But that's her business. So when this whole thing went down with her getting the interview with Cardi B's roommate, alleged roommate, whatever, and exposing Cardi B, first and foremost, I didn't see the purpose in it. Like, who cares about Cardi B roommate? First of all, here's the thing people got to understand. It's hard to come at Cardi B because Cardi B gives you so much of her business. There was nothing that woman said that I was shocked by based on what we already knew about Cardi B. Number one, Cardi B's a stripper. Okay, we knew that. Number two, Cardi B had roaches in her apartment. Well, Cardi B said she lived in the hood. She said she lived in the project. She said she had piss-stained elevators and steps. And I mean, the way she described where she used to live, I would have been shocked if she said she didn't have roaches. And that's no disrespect, and I don't mean that in a bad way. And if somebody take it in a bad way, it is what it is. I'm not saying that because you live in a certain area that automatically means you have roaches. What I'm saying is I'm not shocked by it. So for her to be like, it was a roach infested apartment. Okay. Cardi B had boxes of Monostat 7. Okay. Okay. I didn't get it. I didn't see the purpose of it. And again, I didn't watch the video. These are all the things I picked up from watching other people's videos. So I don't know whether this star, whatever the girl's name is, I don't know whether her and Cardi B were actually roommates or not, or if she just slept on Cardi B's couch for a couple of weeks and she did her a favor, or what. I don't know what the situation is. I do believe I believe she knew Cardi B, but I say so what? Like, I didn't see the purpose in it. So who cares that she got this interview? Here's where the rub comes in. The rub came in because supposedly Tasha K kicked a lesser YouTube out of the way to do the interview. Told the lady, I got more subscribers. You're going to get more exposure from doing it with me. Don't do it with her. Do it with me. Is that dirty? Sure. That's a dirty way to do business. But again, if you are in the business of growing your channel, some people are going to do it in different ways. Some people are going to grow their channel by any means necessary. Some people are going to grow their channel by playing dirty. I mean, that's what, you know what I mean? And it's messed up for the person that she pushed out the way. Mona, I believe her name is. It's messed up for her, and I think that's a fucked up way of doing things. But to me, that shows Tasha K's character, not the other person. Well, then there was a video by LovelyTi, who she basically, from my understanding, because I didn't see LovelyTi's video because hell, it was taken down, and I know some other YouTubers put some links up where you could find the video, but I just didn't bother to click into it. But supposedly LovelyTi's video was, pretty much, why would Tasha K do that? This woman is a con artist, da 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 da. But LovelyTi and Tasha K are cool. They're friends. They're cool. So then LovelyTi came back to say, look, let me clear the air. Me and Tasha K, we have a difference of opinion. We think differently about things. We don't agree with everything. We're not on the same page with everything. But that does not mean that we hate each other. That doesn't mean that we done fell out. Like, I just had a difference of opinion. I did a video about it. I wanted everybody to know that everybody didn't agree with what Tasha K did. And we've talked about it and we've moved on. She said that Tasha K didn't flag her video. I believe it. I believe probably maybe one of Tasha K's winos may have flagged the video. A lot of times people get bad raps for what their followers do. For example, when that whole T.S. Madison, Kaya, ATLian thing went down, T.S. Madison got a lot of bad rap for what I think some of her Maddie Mob was doing. Same thing with Kaya. I think that Kaya's, whatever she calls her people, I think they were flagging videos. I don't think that T.S. Madison nor Kaya were taking a whole lot of time out of their day to flag videos. Kaya didn't even fucking know how to monetize her page before the whole Queen's Court blow up happened. Do you really think she was taking time out to contact YouTube to talk about flagging videos? She hadn't even monetized. She didn't even have her own. That Kaya land wasn't even hers. Everybody thought they were following Kaya. That wasn't even Kaya's YouTube. Somebody was making money off of Kaya all that time. So do you really think Kaya had time to be flagging people's videos? No, but I do think that some of Kaya's followers did it. So it's the same thing. Do I think that Tasha K flagged that video? I don't know. But if LovelyTi says she talked to the woman and believes that the woman didn't do it, then who am I to judge? Who am I to second guess any of these people? You understand what I'm saying? So that's the first little bit of drama. And when I tell you YouTube, the YouTube timelines was so fucked up with this to the point where Duchess Kelly Love, shout out Duchess Kelly Love, did a video saying he was sick of seeing Tasha K in his timeline. I was too. If we could filter that shit out, I would have. Because I was sick of it too. All day Saturday, every fucking video that was posted was about Tasha K. Alright. Then we had Jay Wilson, Larry Nelson, and So Jay Wilson and Larry Nelson have been having this back and forth for a minute. They've been going back and forth, doing videos back and forth for a minute. And it started, I don't know if this is where it started, but this is where I remember it starting. Larry Nelson is one of those old school people who feels like homosexuality is wrong. Homosexuality is a sin, you know, and he was even sort of disrespectful at one point about, and with T.S. Madison and things of that nature. He was very disrespectful. Him and Larry Nelson, him and Jay Nelson ended up getting into a back and forth thing, and they went back and forth about stuff, but it was YouTube stuff. It wasn't really, it was YouTube stuff. Here's where it got dirty, and this is where I was like, yo, this YouTube shit is deep. When somebody accused Larry Nelson of being inappropriate, sexually inappropriate, sending some videos, doing some things, to the point where it cost him his job. And when he said that the people that reached out to him first were members of the LGBT community, and that he, and he did a video, he was crying, he was upset. He said, the same people that I've been going after for the last few months and talking shit about and judging were the first ones to reach out to me. He said, my Christian friends didn't call me up and check on me. They did. They were giving me numbers to lawyers. They were giving me legal advice. They were the ones that reached out to me. He said, I still don't agree, because that's just how I was raised. He said, but I'm not judging. And there's a difference. You can disagree with somebody's lifestyle without being nasty and without being judgmental towards their lifestyle. I've said in previous videos that I got friends who were swingers. Wasn't my cup of tea, but I didn't judge them for it. I didn't shun them for it. That was their thing. They ain't asked me to come. They ain't asked me to join in. So I ain't tripping. That's where the shit, I always talk about where reality meets the real world. This is where YouTube met reality, because this man lost his job behind stuff. And again, I am never, ever, 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 unless I have some undisputed evidence, I'm not going to question whether a woman's telling the truth or not, because I think, like we see it, what's going on right now with the whole Supreme Court situation, I'm not going to make that decision. That is not my place. I wasn't there. That's between that woman, that man, and their God. So I don't know if this woman is lying on that man or not. I have no idea, and I'm not digging deep enough into it to find out. But what I do know is that has gotten really ugly. Like I said, to the point where this man lost his job. And supposedly it is a lie and he has proof. But again, and that brings me to my third little conflict that's been going on. And it started yesterday. This started last night. Sean Bradley, who, when he goes live, he takes calls. Now, here's the pitfall of taking live calls, is that you can't control what people say. And there have been a few times where Sean Bradley takes a call and the things that are said, in my opinion, sometimes go too far. They go. But again, Sean Bradley is a shock jock. He's like, I would throw him in the same realm as a Tasha K. He's a shock jock. And he said last night on his live, when this lady called up and was going off, he said, every YouTuber is here for the clicks. And if they say they not, then he went off on a whole nother tangent. He said, but yeah, we all here for the clicks. That's what we here for. Like, what's the purpose of making videos if nobody's looking at them? I agree. I said that already. But the problem is, you can't always control what people say. And with that being said, this woman called in last night. Oh, I'm sorry. The other thing was that Sean says that he purposely is antagonistic sometimes just to get the juices going. He says sometimes if one YouTuber says black, I do a video saying white so that I can do the opposite opinion. He said, because what's the purpose of having 20 videos of everybody saying the same thing? Again, I'm not mad at that thought process. You just have to know that's what you're getting from Sean Bradley. You have to know that he's he is sitting back, keying and having a good laugh, which is what happened last night. Because he was laughing his ass off while this woman was slam going off. Now, I like Jay Wilson's response. Jay Wilson's response basically was like, thank you, Sean, because my subscribers went up and, I ain't mad at you. Thank you. You asked that woman why she was mad at me and she couldn't even explain it. So, it made her look stupid. So, what I'm going to say, though, is this. My final thought on my video for tonight is, what is the responsibility of YouTubers when it comes to certain things? And I am pointing the finger at myself as well as pointing it out. Doing a live show, when this woman called up, she was upset at Jay Wilson. And she started slam going on. Now, mind you, Sean wasn't even talking about Jay Wilson. Sean was talking about the whole Tasha K thing. She starts talking about Jay Wilson and he this and he that. And then she starts going down a road that, in my opinion, was a step too far. She started calling the man she started calling him out his name and was, in my opinion, very beyond disrespectful, because disrespectful is disrespectful, but she was calling him the F word. I'm not gonna say it, talking about he's got certain things in his mouth and taking it up the butt and all these things because coming at him about being gay. Now, when she was attacking him about being a fake preacher and stuff, okay, because Jay Wilson does do preaching. If you go to his YouTube page on Sundays, he does preach and stuff like that. Okay, all right, that's not. But I feel like, what is the responsibility of the YouTuber, especially in a live situation, once that woman started using that sort of defamatory language? Should Sean have ended the call? Same thing with Tasha K. She's a shock jock. But even when shock jocks, is there a line too far? Are there things that are too far? Are there things that are too taboo that should not be approached? One of the things that Sean said, and I thought about it, was, Sean said that we're YouTubers, we're not journalists, so why would people get mad at Tasha K during the interview with the alleged Cardi B roommate? So what if she's lying? I mean, she has no journalistic ethical responsibility to make sure this woman is telling the truth. And from that point of view, he's absolutely correct. However, don't you want to have some credibility for your brand, that you're not just going to let anybody just tell any old lie on your YouTube channel just for the clicks and views? And I don't know. I'm throwing that out there. I'm not making any judgment. I'm not making any decision. I'm throwing that out there. Should there be a line that you say, you know what, that's a line too far? I personally think that when people start getting into slurs, what if that woman was a white woman and she was calling up and calling people all sorts of niggas? Would that have been a line too far, Sean? Do y'all think that would have been a line too far? Because for me, some of the language that she used, I feel like he should have shut it down. My opinion. But that's the risk that you run when you do a live show, because you can't control what people are going to say, and by the time they get halfway done saying it, the cat is already out the bag, But that's just where I'm going to end this thought, because I thought about that today, and I thought about, like I said, understanding that Tasha K is a shock jock, and that's what shock jocks do. I mean, Howard Stern got into a whole lot of trouble. A lot of y'all outside of the area probably don't remember, but back in the day, Howard Stern was on a local radio station in DC 101, and I remember he made a comment when they made Martin Luther King's birthday a holiday. And he made a comment about, well, if we kill 4 more black leaders, we get the whole week off. And he ended up losing his job behind that. Now, of course, that was before he became Howard Stern. But that was like a setback for his career before he catapulted. And so for some people, they would say, well, it was worth the risk because look at where it took him. And so I think that's the risk. I think that's what Tasha K weighs in her mind. Like, well, I know this might be taking it a road too far, but is it worth the risk to get me where I want to go? I mean, she's at 200,000 subscribers, so she's doing something right. You understand what I'm saying? Same thing with Sean. It's like, do you think that That's your responsibility as the moderator of your channel to say, you know what, I'm going to take live videos, I'm going to take live calls, but there's certain things I'm just not going to allow on my channel. And yeah, we can call names and we can cuss people out and we can do all of that, but when we start getting into the racial slurs or we start getting into the epithets about people's sexuality, that's a road too far. I'm asking the question. What y'all think? Drop it in them comments, y'all. These YouTube streets have been treacherous this week.